The term brain rot is slang for the mental dulling or loss of focus that can come from constant exposure to trivial, fast-moving digital content. For children whose brains are still growing, the risk is that habits of distraction get wired in early. Take, for example, these viral meme characters: Tung Tung Sahur, Bombini Guzini, looping animations, bright visuals, minimal meaning, fun to watch, easy to consume. But what else is the brain doing while watching? Here's how the process often works. A comfortable scroll begins. The algorithm pushes one short clip after another. The content, bright, fast, silly. The brain adapts. Novelty-seeking, diversion, distraction become the usual. When characters like Tung Tung Sahur and Bombini Guzini loop endlessly, they reinforce the pattern. Little effort, immediate reward, minimal narrative. Over time, the brain's threshold for slower or deeper experiences grows. A 10-minute read may feel too slow, a conversation too boring, and this is how the so-called brain rot sets in. It's important to say, researchers are still studying how screen time, and the type of screen time, affects attention, cognition, and behavior. But many educators and parents report the same pattern: shorter attention spans, more distraction. So what are the risks? They include difficulty sustaining attention on tasks. Why read when a 30-second clip is faster? Preference for passive consumption over active engagement. Reduction in time spent on reading, creative play, imagination. Sleep disruption when screens push into bedtime. Each of these alone isn't disastrous, but accumulating over weeks or months, they shape the brain's habits. Again, this isn't about demonizing screens. It's about recognizing that what children are consuming and how much matters. A looping meme of Tung Tung Sahur isn't the same as a thoughtful documentary or a rich storybook. Why mention memes like Tung Tung Sahur and Bombini Guzini? Because they're symbolic. They represent the type of content: short-looped visuals, catchy audio, minimal narrative. They're fun, shareable, low friction. For children, these may seem harmless, but they contribute to a content diet heavy in novelty, light in narrative, and easy to scroll away from. Recognizing that memes and animations are not just entertainment, but part of a larger pattern, is important. What can you do about it? Here are practical steps. Set screen-free zones and times, during meals, in bedrooms, before bedtime. Model the behavior. When parents also limit their phone use, children see the pattern. Encourage higher quality media, shows, games, apps that require thought, participation, creativity, not just passive loops. Balance with offline activities, reading books, playing physical games or sports, exploring nature, art making. Talk openly about what they watch, what they like. Question, why do I watch this? How do I feel when I'm done? For example, if your child spends time watching Tung Tung Sahur style memes, invite them to also create their own version. Draw a character, make a stop-motion loop, or write a story about it. That shifts from consumption to creation. The goal isn't elimination, it's balance. Screens will be part of kids' lives, but when they're balanced with deep thinking, creativity, human connection, the risk of brain rot dwindles. When children learn to direct their attention, value deeper content, balance screen time with offline life, we set them up for long-term advantages. Better focus, stronger creativity, richer relationships, resilience in a world of distraction. So next time you see the loops of Tung Tung Sahur or Bombini Guzini playing on a child's device, pause and ask, what's the content diet forming here? Because the screen isn't just the endpoint, it's shaping the mind. Let's make sure we shape it well.